If anyone else has any questions, though, you can please comment in the chat below, and we could maybe answer them next time. And if not, that is okay.
Mm, yeah. Or send them to the email posted below.
Yeah, if you guys are watching and have questions for next time, send them to the email, and we will get them sent to you. Okay. Has two acid solutions on hand. One is
Who
20%
has?
acid. I don't know. I must have not written out this question all the way. That's my bad. I think
Okay.
Jaden has. Jaden's gonna
Okay.
melt the world with his acid.
My acid solutions. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
One is 20% acid and the other is 35% acid. How much 20% acid solution and how much 35% acid solution should be used to prepare 25 liters of 26% acid solution? Dude, I'm gonna start this one because you started the last one. So we got
good
one
idea.
is 20% acid and the other is 35% acid. So we're gonna say 20%. We'll write it as a 0.2, right? 0.2 equals 20%. 0.2,
Right.
and we'll say um, x, right? Um, plus 30.35y is equal to 26%, right? So, which is 0.26. So the question is, so just to clarify what this means, is that I'm going to say that x and y are both the amount, right? So these are liters. X and y are the total amount of liters of the 35% solution, and x is the amount of liters of the 20%
Dude,
solution.
I think we're gonna have a system of equations here, dude.
Dude, I think you're right, and those are mathematical. But
True.
I need to get a systems of equations animation. I feel like we're gonna use them enough that we need to
Yeah.
get that.
That'd be amazing.
Okay. So Jaden, do you want to set up the second equation?
Yeah, you left me with the easy job. Thanks.
You're so
So we
welcome.
so Kip was saying that X and Y are the amounts, right? So our amount has to equal 25. So X plus Y equals 25. I don't know if it needs more explanation than that. If you think so, Kip, you can add what you want, but I think that was pretty straightforward. What about you?
I think that's pretty straightforward. Hey Jaden, just out of curiosity, how did you know that this was going to be a systems of equations?
Oh, good question. How did I know that it was going to be a system of equations? I, well, we know the amount has to be 25 liters and the acid solution has to be 26%. Uh, so those are two separate topics that we kind of have to solve for in a way, right? So I was thinking, how do we get two variables, two equations to solve this? That's just kind of what I was thinking in my head. I don't know. What about you, Kip?
Um, yeah, so when I see systems of or when the important thing in my mind about systems of equations is um, they're used to solve questions when we have two variables or more variables, right? Because per equation, you can only solve for one variable. And so if you have more than one variable, you need more equations, right? So in this case, we have two equations, so we need two variables. Or I mean, we have
Yeah,
two variables, so we need two equations. Um,
right.
and I feel like I didn't do a super great job of explaining my equation. I mean, your equation is pretty straightforward. Um, but the reason why it's set up the way it is we have point 0.2 times the total amount plus 0.35 times the total amount equals 0.26. And the reasoning behind that is, percentages in kind of a way is almost like an average of sorts. And so we're trying to get 0.2 plus 0.35 to equal 0.26. And the only way to do that is by, adding something else to the equation. And so that's where we needed to figure out the amounts. Okay. So Jaden, what do you want to do from here?
Are we missing anything on the top equation? Should we have that multiplied by 25? That 0.26?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Okay. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I was like, I don't know how we're gonna get 0.26 just by looking at it.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks. And this is times 25. I'm just trying to think if anyways, is there an easier way
let's
to?
try it, and if we get something,
Well,
then we can.
that's right. I'm just trying to think if if I'm doing something weird here. Because what I'm thinking really quickly, I'm just thinking out loud here, is because we have 2x plus, or if we did, never mind. Yeah, we'll just leave it like this for now. Okay, let's keep going. So when you're doing a systems of equations, you want to solve for one variable in one equation and then plug it into the other variable, or into that variable in the other equation. And x plus y is much easier to solve for, in my opinion, than the top one. So,
so what you're doing is a substitution method. There's also like an elimination and other ways, but this is probably the easiest for this circumstance.
Yes. So we're gonna minus x from here, and then we're gonna minus x from here. So these cancel and you get y is equal to 25 minus x. And then we can go ahead and plug that in right there.
Sweet. So we get, and then we're going to want to solve for x in this case.
Yes.
Okay.
So we get 0.2. So when we plug this in, we get 0.2x plus 0.35, and then in parentheses we have 25 minus x, right? And this is equal to 0.26 times 25. Does anyone here? I'm going to calculate. Wait, can you keep explaining? I'm going to calculate 0.26 times 25.
It is 6.5.
Okay. $6.5. Okay, you want to take over from here?
Sure. So now I'm going to distribute this 0.35 into the parentheses. We keep that first term the same, so 0.2x. Then 0.35 times 25 is 8.75. Why did I write? Hold up. So 0.35 times 25 is 8.75. And then we have minus 0.35x. And that still equals a 6.5.
Okay.
Equals 6.5.
Dude, you ran out of room.
I did. I write a little bit bigger than you because I don't have a fancy schmancy
The
pencil.
sad part is I think your handwriting's still neater than mine. Okay.
I don't know about that.
So then we want to again combine like terms, right?
Combine like terms.
So we can put these two together here, and to save on, well, we'll do it one at a time this time. So we got 0.2 minus 0.35, is that right?
So we get a negative 0.15.
Yeah, negative 0.15
And that
plus,
has an x. Got it for you.
thanks, dude, equals
And that,
6.5. And then we can go
yeah,
ahead and subtract 8.7 from both sides.
8.7.
8.75. And so then we got 0.15x is equal to, or negative, sorry, is equal to negative, Jaden, did you do this already? 2, the,
It is
my brain's frozen.
15.
What?
15. We get 15.
How do you get
Oh,
15?
negative. Sorry, negative 2.25. And I jumped the gun. I was already getting X, Sorry.
Yeah, okay, and then we divide by negative 0.15, divide by negative 0.15 to get x by itself. And Jaden, what does x equal?
15.
15! Woot, woot, woot! And
Okay, and
this
then
is
the
solved. Oh wait, we're not solved yet. X is solved for us, so I think it deserves a solved.
yeah, we need to figure out what y is. So let's just plug that back into this equation.
Dude, why that equation? Oh, because it's super nice.
Yeah, super duper. I think y equals 10. What
Dude,
do you think?
I think you're right, but let's just write it out just to make sure we don't make any mistakes.
Good idea.
So we're plugging. Oh, dude, I almost screwed up. See, this is yikes. So this is x that we solved for, okay? And so we plug that 15 in for x, so we get y plus 15 equals 25. And then we subtract 15, and you get y
Yes, yes.
equals 10. So
Yes,
that is the answer.
that is solved. So one solution, the x, which is the solution of the 20%, you need 15 liters. And the y is the solution of 35%, and you need 10 liters to get a solution of 26% in the 25 liters.
Yep. And there you have it.
Okay.
So thank you for all those that tuned in tonight. Hallie, thank you for sending us the questions tonight. If you have more questions, please email us and we will, get those taken care of. If anyone else out there wants to send us some questions, please do. And we'll be live again Tuesday at 7 p.m.